as a top sports analyst, more so, like who has kept on growing following these boys, you know their clubs, don't you think this is such a good milestone? And just to break down on how it started, where we are, and the expectations of the team.
Okay, I'll start with with taking this opportunity to thank Section TV for this opportunity. Yes, Uganda Cranes. Yes, I'm Elvis Buyondo. Yes, we are glad and happy for Uganda Cranes for this for breaking the jinx of going through the group stages of CHAN.
Yes.
And I think the boys have had a great moment.
Yes, yes.
Because it has taken a long time without doing
this is our 7th attempt.
Yes, 7th attempt. And
yeah.
I remember my first CHAN, the first CHAN I experienced, it was in South Africa.
Yes, yes.
Back then when we still had prayers.
Like they had Mwesigwa.
No, not Mwesigwa. I think it was, that CHAN was Yunus St. Thomas breakthrough.
Yeah, Yunus St. Thomas breakthrough.
The Uganda Cranes goals.
Yes, yes.
And that made him even to leave the country and go, and he went to a couple of teams in Africa, Europe, and even Asia.
Yes, yes.
There have been also other tournaments, other tournaments where Uganda has not it didn't have a good performance.
Yeah, good performance.
It was okay. There was a couple of some tournaments where they could end on
most were in third position.
Third position with 4 points. But this time round, when nobody could even imagine, because even the squad compared to the other squads,
yes,
who failed to make it,
yes,
many people were thinking out of words to this team, but at the end of the day they made it.
Yes, breaking
through the squad, and I think the first match they played with Algeria,
yes,
boosted them a lot.
Yes,
that loss.
Yeah, we lost 3 goals to nil. Despite the fact that they had played very well, but you know sometimes football is summed up by the goals. But I think on my day it was a good performance from them, and they managed to keep or to realize the mistakes they had made. I remember the next game was up against Guinea, and we managed also to score them the 3 goals to cut off the deficit. I think it was a good performance.
I think that was my best performance for those boys, because they lost 3-0 and they came and made a comeback, and they also scored the same goals that were scored. And they made it. They made it equal.
Yes.
Okay. You know, in football, when you score a 3 and then you score a 3, then you remove the other 3
with no negative.
Yes, no negative.
And then after that, we had another game up against Guinea. I think still it was very hard for Uganda to win back-to-back games, but I think also against Niger, the 12th player, that is the fan, have been very influential in Uganda's success as we managed to win that game. I think it was a good one.
And me, majorly, if you talk about the fans, me, I will put it to this game, last game, because it has not been a common thing for Uganda to like what happened to Uganda versus South Africa.
Yes, yes.
When we first scored, and then they equalized.
We scored in the 32nd minute,
yes,
and they came back within like a sequence of 5 minutes. They had leveled and even gone ahead of us.
Gone ahead to 3-1.
To 3-1.
And then the boys made a comeback.
The fighting spirit.
Yes, and they made it 3-3. I'd never seen that in Uganda Cranes team anywhere. Even the senior team. You know, Uganda is like Arsenal. Those teams where when you score them fast or when you lead them, it's very hard for them to come back. At least when they are leading you, they can bring a moment and they defend that lead. So when it was 3-1, you also saw the fans
starting to get out. But it is not only on Ugandans, even outside. When a team is being led, I've ever seen Manchester United being thumped by Liverpool 7 goals to 0, and the Manchester United fans started getting out. But before that, to you as a top sports analyst, what's your biggest moment in this game? Most of the selection of the players, and which player has impressed you the most?
Of course, the team has been good, and I'll give at this time round I'll give a credit to the FIFA management. for letting the local coaches take in charge at least in this CHAN.
Yes.
Because back then it was the national team coach to take all the teams, CHAN, AFCON, but at least our local coaches were
that is More Byekwaso
and Buhumunda. They were given a chance to also showcase
their talent.
And which has yielded, which has yielded.
And I think on my side that if we see More Byekwaso Omuhumuza departing off from Uganda, it won't be a surprise because this CHAN has been a talking point. But even towards that still, Mr. Elvis, the performance of my big man, that is Ahimbi Siwe. I'm a fan of KCC. We have just signed him. The players like Jude Semugabi have been very influential. Key players like Mpande have been so sensational. Alan Okero is the talking point that is in the city. Even can I say the captain himself, Tolach, having that last stand, the penalty in the additional times, I think to bring back the hearts of the Ugandans. All in all, Uganda has been so sensational in this game. As we progress further, tomorrow we'll be having the big game that is for Uganda's life. All the tickets have been sold out. All the tickets for the game, despite of them being at 20,000. We are playing up against that is Senegal. They are the defending champions. You saw what they did in their previous game up against Sudan. They went into a stalemate, but still they managed progress as as group winners. What do you talk about this game? And if you were the coach, like which team would you assemble?
Okay, I will start with Ibisiwe, who you started with.
Yes.
Me who follows the local football, majorly our league. I know Ibisiwe, and everybody who follows Uganda's league knows Ibisiwe. Ibisiwe has been a good striker. He has been a good striker. Me, I started seeing Ibisiwe in UPDF, but he could score a couple of goals.
Yes.
There have been these players who are good, but they weren't getting that chance to come to the national team.
Yes.
But I think he came and showed his capability. Me, I'm one of those who had believed in him because he's a good striker. He's a tall guy. He has the abilities. Wherever he has been, he has proven. Yes. Because I remember him. He was in UPDF and scored a couple of goals. Helped UPDF to survive relegation. And that's when URA came for him. And even in URA he has been scoring. I think last season he was competing for the
golden boot.
If it wasn't many penalties for Alan Okelo, it would be Ivan Ibisiwe. I think Ivan Ibisiwe is the top striker. He's a top striker. He has all the abilities over striker.
And it's just evident, reason being that in all the games that he has just come in, the first game he came in up against Guinea, he made an assist. The second game contributed to the penalty. Third game still did the same. I think his performances have been so repetitive.
Those are the ability, the striking abilities have been talking about. Because the strike, if you don't score, at least you
make an assist because the penalty.
You make a penalty.
Yes.
But if even his numbers spoke for himself.
Yes.
Because I remember last season he scored 15 goals.
And Alan Okero had 19 goals.
But with 8 goals.
With 8 goals as penalty. But sometimes other people miss them. So to the fans and even the viewers
and even other players, maybe Sam Gabi, he has been okay. Sam Gabi, we were one of the players we had. Everyone knew in the squad because he's on the national team.
How about on my side, the goalkeeping department? Is Mutakubwa genuinely the goalkeeper that is supposed to be in the goal on your side? And to the substitutes that are there, because you follow so much Ugandan League, you follow games of Uganda Premier League, you know these players' clubs and even their performance. On my side, I'm not convinced on my side with Mutakubwa's performance that is in the goalposts of Uganda.
I'll take that. I think many of Ugandan fans are like you because of the other error you did in the last match. But if you've been following Ugandan sports and the squad and the goalkeeping squad we have there, I think it's the best because he has proven at his club. He's a starter and he's playing a good role, and he has moved to a couple of teams in the league. I think all the goalkeepers in the squad, no one can beat him. And at least he has at least I remember even the second game where he was the man of the match.
Okay.
So I think it's good to go.
Okay, to the fans of His Excellent Amido Chose Updates channel, we will be making some updates, and even His Excellent Amido Sports TV will be making some local segments, bringing here top analysts here locally, because many were complaining that I mostly focus that is internationally, and even on the Chose Updates to the Ugandan scene, to keep breaking you what is transpiring. As always, I'm His Excellent.
Before we go,
yes, please.
Because I think we only did IMBC way.
Yes.
But also other players in Uganda, okay, in our squad, they have played well.
Yes.
Alanyo Kelo, of course, we went when he was our star in the team. Players like Kakande, Villa, Pande. In fact, I didn't expect Mpande to give the performance
that he has showcased so far.
Tolaki, for the other captain spirit he showed in the last game. We are taking Senegal, but me, I'm giving it to I'm one of those few who still side with Uganda Prince. Because if we could manage South Africa, because one of the, let me say, black teams, black African teams, which were giving us some headache. South Africa is one of it. But these West African teams are majorly, these are local players.
Yes.
And you know, in Uganda, most of our good players are local.
Yes,
are locally made. So,
and even some people were saying that this should be the team that should play AFCON.
In fact,
instead of bringing others.
If you look in the squad, many players are on the national team.